everyone. Today, we will be discussing the Chapter 7 of Marketing Management, which is the Analyzing Business Markets. In this chapter, we will explore how businesses purchase goods and services, the factors influencing their decisions, and the strategies of companies that can use to succeed in the business-to-business environment. So now, let us move on to the learning objectives for this chapter. By the end of our discussion, we should be able to answer the following key question. The first one, what is organizational buying? Second, what buying situations do business buyers face? Third, who participates in the business-to-business buying process? Fourth, how do business buyers make their decision? Fifth, in what ways can business-to-business companies develop effective marketing programs? Sixth, how can companies build strong loyalty relationships with business customers? And lastly, 7, how do institutional buyers and government agencies do their buying?
What's up, guys? I am here at Quiapo Church representing the Feast of the Black Nazarene. So, what is organizational buying? First, let's talk about business market. Business market consists of all the organizations that acquire goods and services used in the production of other products or services that are sold, rented, or supplied to others. Examples are fewer, larger buyers, close supplier-customer relationships, professional purchasing, multiple buying influences, multiple sales calls, derived demand, inelastic demand, fluctuating demand, geographically concentrated buyers, and/or direct purchasing.
Buying situations. Understanding purchase types. Buying decisions vary based on the complexity and frequency of the purchases. There are three main buying situations. Number one is straight rebuy. The company reorders a product with no modification, requiring minimal decision making, and is often held by purchasing managers. Number two, the company makes a slight change to the purchase, such as adjusting quantity, negotiating prices, or considering alternative suppliers. More stakeholders may be involved in evaluating options. Number 3. New task. The company purchases a product or service for the first time, requiring extensive research and evaluation. This involves the highest number of decision makers and the longest buying process. The buying center. Key roles in organizational buying. The buying center consists of different stakeholders who influence and execute purchasing decisions. Each role has a specific function. Number 1. Initiators. Identify the need for a product or service and begin the buying process. Number 2. Users. The end users of the product who influence decisions based on their experience and needs. Number 3. Influencers. Provide recommendations and insight, often experts or consultants. Number 4. Deciders. Have the final authority in selecting suppliers and approving purchases. Number 5. Approvers. Senior executives or financial officers who review and authorize the transaction. Number 6. Buyers. Responsible for supplier negotiation, contracts, and purchasing logistics. Number 7. Gatekeepers. Control the flow of information and access to decision makers.
Una una, una una, una una, kaya kaya ay. Una una, una una, una una, kaya kaya ay. Binuhay mo ang diwami, naling siwag sinilimi. Binuhay mo ang diwami, naling siwag sinilimi. Una una, una una, una una, kaya kaya ay.
When targeting within a business center, it is important to identify key decision participants, their influence, and their evaluation criteria. Executive department heads and procurement managers play major roles in purchasing decisions. Executive approve budget and strategies while department heads determine operational needs and procurement ensures cost effectiveness. Their influence varies with top management having the final say in decision making. They consider factors such as cost, return on investment, quality, reliability, and alignment with business goals. Reputation, relationships, and service support also affect their choices. Understanding this factor helps in creating a more persuasive business approach. The purchasing or procurement process involves business buyers seeking the best value for their investment. They evaluate market offerings based on economic, technical, service, and social benefits while considering overall costs. This means they look for cost-effective solutions that provide high quality, reliability, and efficiency. Service factors such as customer support and delivery also play a role along with social aspects like sustainability and brand reputation. By balancing these elements, businesses ensure they make the most beneficial purchasing decisions.
So here we have the buy grid framework. It explains how businesses make purchasing decisions based on three types of buying situations. The first one is new task. When a company buys a product or service for the first time, it goes through all stages of the buying process, such as recognizing a need, researching suppliers, and selecting the best option. The second one is modified rebuy. When a company has purchased a product before but wants to make changes like switching suppliers or modifying specifications, it may go through some stages again. The third one is trade rebuy. When a company regularly purchases the same product without changes, it skips most steps and follows a routine process. This framework helps businesses decide how much effort and evaluation are needed before making a purchase. For the next one, it highlights the first two stages of the buying process in business purchasing. The first one is problem recognition. This is the initial stage where someone in the company identifies a need or a problem that requires a solution. This could be due to various reasons, such as outdated equipment and a shortage of supplies, or the need for a new service to improve operations. Recognizing the problem is the first step toward making a purchase decision. The second one is general need description and product specification. Once the problem is identified, the company determines what kind of product or service is required to address it. This includes outlining the general characteristics, technical specifications, and the quantity needed. The goal is to ensure that the chosen product or service meets the company's need efficiently. These steps are essential in making informed purchasing decisions, ensuring that the company acquires the right product or service to improve its operations. Here, it explains the supplier search stage in the buying process. At this stage, businesses look for the best suppliers to provide the needed products or services. These are several ways to find suppliers, including catalog sites, online platforms where businesses can browse and compare different products. The second one is vertical markets, industry specific markets where specialized suppliers offer products tailored to a particular sector. The next one is buying alliances, groups of companies that join together to get better deals from suppliers. The next one is private exchanges, online marketplaces where businesses and suppliers negotiate directly. The next one is pure play auctions, online auctions where businesses bid on products or services. The next one is spot and barter markets, platforms where companies can trade goods or purchase items on the spot.
So now let's talk about the e-procurement, a essential part of modern businesses transactions. So e-procurement involves using digital platforms to streamline the purchasing process. This includes the vertical hubs, which cater to specific industries. Next is functional hubs that focus on particular functions like logistics or IT procurement. Next is direct external links, which connect to companies to major suppliers or seamless transactions. Next is by alliances, where businesses collaborate to gain better pricing and supply chain advantages. Lastly is the company buying sites, which allow firms to manage their purchasing more efficiently online. All of these elements help businesses reduce cost, improve efficiency, and enhance supplier relationships. So next is the moving on the buying process. There are two types of crucial stages. Firstly is the proposal solicitation. Here, the buyer invites qualified suppliers to submit written proposals. This allows businesses to compare offers and to select the best option. Secondly is the supplier selection. So after receiving proposals, the buying center evaluates them based on the specific supplier attributes such as price, quality, and reliability. So the goal is to find a supplier that best meets the company's needs. So next is the moving on the buying process. There are two types of crucial stages. Firstly is the proposal solicitation. Here, the buyer invites qualified suppliers to submit written proposals. This allows businesses to compare offers and to select the best option. Secondly is the supplier selection. So after receiving proposals, the buying center evaluates them based on the specific supplier attributes such as price, quality, and reliability. So the goal is to find a supplier that best meets the company's needs.
Supplier selection, overcoming price pressures, solution selling, risk and gain sharing, and number of suppliers. Stages in the buying process. Order routine specification. After selecting suppliers, the buyer negotiates the final order, listing the technical specifications, the quantity needed, the expected time of delivery, return policies, warranties, etc. Performance review. The buyer periodically reviews the performance of the chosen suppliers. Developing effective B2B marketing programs. Communication and branding activities. Systems buying and selling. Total problem solution from one seller. Turnkey solution and roll-up services.
These are the buyer-supplier relationships: basic buying and selling, bare bones, contractual transaction, customer supply, cooperative system, collaborative, mutual adaptive, and customer risk. In managing business-to-business customer relationships, risk includes supply disruption, financial stability, and dependency, while opportunism occurs when one party exploits the other. Managing this requires clear contracts, communication, and trust-building strategies. Institutional and government markets. In institutional markets, schools, hospitals, nursing homes, prisons, and etc. that must provide goods and services to people in their care, while government organizations are a major buyer of goods and services in most countries. Salamat sa inyong pakikinig.